Akhetaten's Gates, Chapter 43. Ugh, I whined, slowly opening my eyes. Familiar shadows began to form. A faint light began to glimmer. I sat up, feeling sand moving about me. I rubbed my head, seeing a small sandstorm in passing. I gasped and grabbed at my throat. Nothing. There was no injury. How is this possible? Where was I? It was familiar, yet... No, it was déjà vu. I looked into the direction of the rising sun. I could tell through the sand that it was peeking over some mountains. Getting no answer currently where I was, I picked myself up, following a path that I felt I had once traveled before. I stopped at the base of a mountain and peered up. As if some cosmic force was calling, I began to climb, somehow knowing every step as I ascended, as if we were quite familiar with one another. Nefertiti, an array of voices called, both male and female in unison. I knew those voices. The light was bright, making visibility difficult. Nefertiti. 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 It suddenly dawned on me. I had done this before. The Akhet, Amarna. I was in Akhetaten. I was climbing the horizon. Aten? Is that Aten? The voices began to fade away, leaving only one, a male. Nefertiti, can it be? Is it finally you? I squinted, trying to identify the shadow leaning over me. Oh my God! Akhetaten! It is you, he called, offering his hand to me. Hurry, come up here. Without hesitation, I grabbed onto his hand, and he pulled me up. Once standing beside him, I threw my arms around him, being received similarly, and we locked in a long, passionate kiss. Oh, Akhetaten, I missed you so much. Yes, he replied, but we don't have to miss each other anymore. We're together again. Oh, how I've waited. How we have waited. Akhetaten, I thought that I heard... I gasped as I felt warm hands on my back. I looked over my shoulder as the massive hands pushed Akhetaten and I together. As promised, Nefertiti, you came to me when I called. Aten? Yes, I am Aten. It is one of the many names that I will be called over time. Know me by my first name. I frowned suddenly, giving shameful glances to both Akhetaten and Aten. I don't deserve this. I have betrayed you both. I abandoned Akhetaten and revived the old gods. And I brought another man into my bed. I am a traitor. I do not hold such a thing against you, Akhetaten said calmly. I am only happy that someone could take care of you. But your heart was always mine. And here we are to continue undisturbed in our bliss. No politics. And there is no one to stand in our way. We are finally just two people in love. We can be who we are and be free of those worldly sufferings. Aten has given us a beautiful home. Look over the horizon, down to the city below. I had to raise a brow. I just came from down there. It was just desert. But I looked anyway, and I was in complete awe. Below was Akhetaten, but it glittered in fine gold and was lush and green throughout. It was a paradise. How? That is Akhetaten. Aten has made it for us. Down there is our grand palace, where we have no obligation more than to enjoy each other. Below our homes, grand mansions for our loyal followers, and many more to welcome those who learn the truth. Light is life. The creator of light is waiting for them, the one true God. But I failed Aten. I was surprised to hear Aten laughing. I turned to face it. I forgive you, Nefertiti. There is nothing you can do to hurt me. I am older than time itself, but my revolution is still in its infancy. You and Akhetaten have done a fantastic job of planting the seeds that will grow into further outbreaks of visionaries seeking the truth, and more names shall be placed upon me. My battles are far from over. No matter how hard people will try to deny and forget you, know that you have established a gateway. My gift to you is to finally be free of your woes and live in peace once and for all in the home that you have built. Live in your beauty. Sure enough, I had not even realized how my years had washed away. I looked to be 17 again, before the pain and wrinkles. He was beautiful too, but to me, he had always been. I told you that she was coming, I heard a familiar voice cry out. We turned, and I was stunned to see Akhetaten. She too had grown young. She appeared to be no more than 10. With her were her sisters, all ranging in capable ages from 5 to 8 as it pleased Aten. Children like Neferneferutin and Neferneferura and Setepenra. I could see them now, and it brought me great joy. So too it was to see my Akhetaten and my timid Akhetaten. There too were also my granddaughters, Akhetaten Teshret, Akhetaten Teshret, and the timid grandson, Ani, also walking with them as a 5-year-old. These children were escorted by Queen T, along with Tepi, Ramose, and Hara, who had all come to greet me, all in their prime and grace. Oh my! There are many others down in the city that will be pleased with your arrival, Akhetaten smiled, giving me another kiss. Aten's hands placed my majestic blue crown on my head. This brought smiles abound, and though many were of royal blood, down they went to bow before the great Queen Nefertiti, of whom Aten loves. Forever you will be together. Akhetaten, behold my ultimate gift to you. Even if I offered you slums, this woman would make you see heaven. She is a very special bride and mother. Yes, Akhetaten agreed. Aten has shown me the places that you have been. I can now understand you better and take confidence in all that we have been through together. I can only grace my face with a bashful smile. Aten continued to speak. Nefertiti, behold, for I have made for you a man of whom your faith may be placed. Like many a princess or young damsel in fairy tales, a prince charming came for you, and you can finally live happily ever after. Together you came. Together you lived, grew, learned. Together you loved. I am grateful, Aten. I could flood the Nile with my tears. You gave me back my home, my husband, my children, my family and friends. You gave me back my hope. I could hear a chuckle as my children ran to cluster about me, my grandchildren blending in with them in age among them. I kissed and hugged every last one of them before kissing Akhetaten again. Our immediate reputations, our city would be destroyed. But in the distant future, people would come to admire our strength and determination. Our ideals would live on somewhere forever. Let them. Could we be seen as martyrs? Maybe. I am honored to be a hero to those who see me as one. But my days of pride were gone. My job was done. All that I ever wanted in life, I had it right now. I had the things that I loved much, much more than money, than power. I had the people that were my life. Looking back, I realized that I had gained a lot over those years. I can only imagine how many great minds were inspired, as we were, by the voice of the God of Light. Our actions surely were breakthroughs on many levels. So many firsts in the world. We did them. So what could I say is the moral to my story and my existence? It doesn't really matter how powerful a person is by social status. Obstacles arise in life, blocking you off from your desires and dreams. A destiny. But with grand perseverance and determination, it is possible to create big things, to accomplish big things. Even if opposition is great, those things will resonate big within someone. A person's passion may be great in the lives of others. My hopes are that what my husband and Akhetaten have done for me, that my heart, my mind, and my spirit, that somehow I can uplift someone, or many someones. We fade into history merely as memories. Every one of us will fall victim to this fate. What is interesting to wonder is how many people will become great. How many visionaries will rock the world? What will history and memories have to say about you? Whose hero will you be? Whose inspiration will you become? Akhetaten only knows.